Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Gary Gensler and the SEC are today's topics of discussion. Exploring the $7.5 trillion FX market and its potential outcomes in 2024 is his next move in relation to ETFs. I will offer a market overview at the conclusion. Measures taken: the current process is underway for Bitcoin spot ETFs, according to an update given by the head of the SEC, US SEC Chair. The Bitcoin ETF applications currently before the regulator have another update from Gary Gensler regarding their approval process. In light of recent remarks made by SEC Chair Gary Gensler, the US Bitcoin ETF waiting list may be approaching its peak. Chair Gensler recently disclosed in an interview with CNBC that plans to provide such a product are now in the works. In early January, Gary Gensler answered queries regarding Bitcoin ETF applications and the likelihood of approval for such a product, but he refrained from revealing specific details. According to the head of the agency, anywhere from 8 to 12 applications are currently being considered. Additionally, he dropped hints that the agency was compelled to consider the petitions because of the historic court verdict in favor of Grayscale. In a previous ruling, the court upheld the SEC's authority to approve Grayscale's request to transform its Bitcoin Trust product into a spot Bitcoin ETF. Keeping to the rules and safeguarding investors are SEC's top priorities. Gensler asserts while discussing the Grayscale verdict, Gensler reiterated that the SEC follows all applicable laws and regulations as established by Congress and the courts. Thus, considering that it has previously rejected many, the choice to examine the spot Bitcoin ETF applications was merely a continuation of its responsibilities. But he did caution market players to be careful with cryptocurrency due to the risks involved and the fact that most companies in the field aren't compliant. The securities rules have long been Gensler's focus, and this is no different in the cases involving the SEC and cryptocurrency-related businesses such as Ripple, Coinbase, and Finance. According to the head of the SEC, these regulations lessen the possibility of fraud and manipulation by making pertinent disclosures available to investors. At the same time, Gary Gensler cast doubt on assertions that the crypto market has been cleansed of fraud as a result of high-profile prosecutions, bankruptcies, and sentence. The head of the SEC thinks that cryptocurrency is still very much in its Wild West state, and that rules are necessary to make sure that everyone has a fair chance to participate. I agree that the cryptocurrency sector is full of scammers and fraudsters. However, I get the impression that the SEC is going after the wrong targets. I believe that the cryptocurrency industry is very much like the Wild West. There are many complexities and esoterica that one must master in order to achieve success. That being said, isn't that true for everything? People and investors alike are to blame for losing money in the cryptocurrency market because they are unwilling to put in the time and effort required to fully comprehend and navigate the complex and fascinating world of cryptocurrency. They are seeking quick and easy cash. You won't find any gambling or casinos here. It seems like everyone is trying to fool us these days, even the government, which is meant to be looking out for our best interests. Take a look at those politicians. For what reason, then, has crypto suddenly become the ultimate villain? For the simple reason that it's easier to find an explanation? It seems like I'm wandering off topic a bit. In any case, I anticipate that exchange-traded funds, ETFs, will be greenlit in January and February, and that the XRP ETF will follow shortly after. This will serve as a solid catalyst for growth, leading up to the next news Ripple, which will investigate the $7.5 trillion daily FX market with AM and liquidity pools. The payment firm, which is similar to the Bank for International Settlements BIS, is looking for ways to get into the $7.5 trillion daily FX market, according to a Ripple director. The director of CBDC Business Development, Alona Ripples, made this revelation at an online meeting, according to Jove. The participants in the seminar delved deeper into BIS is Project Mariana. Project Mariana was initiated by the BIS with the aim of foreseeing the future of foreign exchange trading and settlement in a tokenized environment. The Bank for International Settlements said in a video promoting the initiative that the foreign currency market is the biggest financial market in the world. Project Mariana accounts for $7.5 trillion in daily trading activity in this market. The BS are certain that a tokenized financial system will soon be able to transform the way markets operate. It is worth mentioning that the project is a collaborative effort with the French, Singaporean, and Swiss central banks. Director of Ripple affirms exploration of the platform. Project Mariana is a fascinating body of work, and it's something Ripple in parallel is exploring, Director Joe Vellante said of the initiative, adding that it is an enthralling one that Ripple is presently investigating. Ari, a prominent member of the XRP community, shared the excerpt of Lunos's comment on X. We can view a brief film. Project Mariana is an intriguing set of work that Ripple is investigating in parallel, specifically, how to enable cross-border cross-currency transactions through the use of an automated market maker. With daily trades of $7.5 trillion, the foreign exchange market is now the biggest financial market on the planet. In a tokenized society, how can we trade and settle foreign exchange? I believe Claudine made a previous remark about the concept of liquidity pools. One of the most undervalued aspects of this, in my opinion, is the absolute necessity of having sufficient liquidity to power such models. Returning to the article, I will then provide my remark. In addition, the Ripple director confirmed that the investigation will consist of enabling automated market makers to facilitate cross-border cross-currency trades. In addition, he emphasized the importance of liquidity pools to the successful implementation of the models suggested by Project Mariana. Not long ago, the BIS made an announcement on the test's successful conclusion. According to the report, the project's main objective was to examine how financial institutions may settle and trade digital currencies issued by central banks across borders. To achieve this goal, it utilized the concept of public blockchains, which defy technology. The paper states that the Mariana Project's research confirmed the feasibility of international trade and settlement using digital currencies issued by hypothetical central banks. Among the simulated financial institutions, the WCBDCs were denominated in notional euros, Singaporean dollars, and Swiss francs, with the process depending on three critical components. One was using a public blockchain to facilitate better exchange and interoperability across different currencies by means of a common technical token standard. Additionally, the procedure was dependent on bridges to facilitate the transmission of WCBDCs between different networks. The third component is the automatic execution and settlement of spot foreign exchange trades through the integration and use of a specialized decentralized exchange. The XRPL spectrum. Of particular note is the fact that the XRP community is still waiting for the XRP ledger to be activated by the XLS30D modification. The M launch is still on hold as validators have not reached the necessary consensus through continuing voting. Keep in mind that Ripple has already announced that its payment solution would support XRPL DEX. Significant news broke recently regarding Ripple's exploration of the $7.5 trillion daily FX market with liquidity pools and ATMs. One way to look at Ripple's move is as a daring dive into one of the world's most massive and ever-changing markets. The rising trend of blockchain technologies interacting with conventional financial markets is reflected in Ripple's choice to explore this field. The enormous daily volume of the foreign exchange market is like a vast ocean where the more nimble and inventive currents of digital currencies and blockchain mingle with the more conventional financial currents. If Ripples were to get involved in this space, it would be like a swift dolphin navigating the enormous ocean of conventional finance and creating waves in it. An innovative strategy for easing international and multi-currency transactions is the idea of liquidity pools and automated teller machines. This line of inquiry on Ripple's points to a major change in the direction of mainstream financial systems, including decentralized finance principles. The fact that the test and Ripple's companion project Mariana were both successful demonstrates how feasible and effective it could be to use blockchain technology for international settlement and trade. Nevertheless, keep in mind that there will be obstacles to overcome. The foreign exchange (FX) industry is complex, subject to strict regulations, and firmly rooted in conventional banking institutions. Like any new technology attempting to integrate into an existing ecosystem, Ripple's entry into this sector will be fraught with challenges. Finally, using ATMs and liquidity pools to enter the foreign exchange market is a daring and clever move by Ripple's. It may herald a new era in the management of international money transfers and other forms of foreign exchange. As we see Ripple's venture into this new territory, we may be privy to an intriguing experiment that has the potential to redraw the lines between the established world of banking and the emerging field of blockchain technology and digital money. Continuing with the market summary, after briefly trading inside the imbalance, Bitcoin broke out with a single candle and settled below the 41,927 support level. From this level, there was no discernible recovery. As a result, the decline is likely to persist. Maybe it will try this zone out again. With 40,182 descending to below 53%, altcoins are responding by crashing in value. XRP's attempt to breach the 0.63 level through 3.6 failed. A decline and subsequent consolidation below the 0.6204 level is what follows. If Bitcoin keeps falling, our new short targets are 0.6117, 0.604, and 0.5951, notwithstanding my warning in yesterday's video that we shouldn't consolidate below it. Keeping an eye on the issue at the moment makes it impossible to contribute anything new. You may expect an update tomorrow from me. Don't get caught up in the excitement, thinking that everything will fall into place once you do. Post your comments below and tell me what you think. Please subscribe and like as always. See you soon, bye.